Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to Market Mondays. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend, and I'm going to give you guys a quick update on everything that's happened last week as well as going into this week. But before I get right into it, I'm going to do a quick dad joke. Dad joke today is, did you guys hear about the guy that got attacked by a grill? We were told it made headlines. Get it? A grill? Headlines? Beep pew. All right, so getting right into it. Last week, we saw a lot of volatility in terms of like a lot of ups and downs. The first week, 2 weeks of this entire Iran conflict that we've been in, it was nothing but numbers getting worse. Oil prices have jumped 50% per barrel. And, we were just seeing nothing but rates getting worse and worse by the day. By the last week and the week before and this last week, we've been seeing some good days, some bad days, and same thing that's happened last week as well. So we're not really sure about this whole Iran conflict. For the most part, there's more talks of things potentially getting figured out. There's some deadlines put out, some ultimatums. Iran is saying one thing, the president is saying the other. We don't really know what's really happening. It feels like an episode off Jerry Springer's, to be honest. So we hope that all this stuff gets resolved. There's a lot of reports that Iran does not agree or doesn't feel the same sentiment that the president is putting out. Of course, based on the history of what the president has put out, there's been known for misleading and misinterpretation and misinformation. So we really don't know what's going on. We know troops are being mobilized on both sides, and there's a plan. So if we were trying to take a look at a crunch of what happened last week, there was more weakness in the labor market, with unemployment numbers and continuing claims showing the labor market is continuing to weaken. Also, there's going to be some big jobs report this week. So the BLS Jobs Report, the unemployment rate, the JOLTS Report, all the things our monthly jobs numbers are going to be posted this week. What we are expecting is that these numbers are going to show more weakness in the labor market on a month-to-month basis, and would help counteract some of the volatility that we're seeing with the Iran conflict and oil prices. Now, today's a really, really good day for mortgage rates. We've been seeing really positive numbers today for the first time in the last couple of days. But it is unclear as far as the resolution of this conflict. We're really not sure what's going on. Right now, oil prices per barrel, it's at $115 per barrel. In the first 2 weeks of this, first really couple days, oil prices per barrel went up from like $65 to $95. Now we're at $115 per barrel. So we really don't know how this is all going to go, but we did see a big move in mortgage rates today. So if we're taking a look at the charts, this downtrend here is Monday. So today as in Monday, we saw the height last week, and we're seeing this nice move downwards today. So we hope that going into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with all the jobs reports that are coming out all the way till Friday, we hope that if the Iran conflict can show more de-escalation, or at least no change, I guess. I don't really know what that means in terms of this conflict, but if we can just continue on this path of the jobs report taking over this week, showing and hoping that we see all the weakness from the labor market, we could start seeing mortgage rates in a better position and heading toward the right direction. But right now, the entirety of month of March is being taken over by this entire conflict. So we're effectively at the fourth week of this conflict. So we'll see how everything goes moving forward. But I think there's more push to further get this figured out. There's a lot of countries outside of this that depend on this oil that are pushing for these two countries to work something out. So I hope that works out for all of us. It's really hard to determine who's saying the truth as to the exact status of this conflict. Trump right now has stated that he's working with a more cooperative regime. So we'll see how those talks go, and hopefully the Strait of Hormuz opens up, because ultimately this is what it boils down to, the Strait of Hormuz. And there's a threat by the president that they'll bomb or obliterate the keyword, the fun word for this entire conflict is obliterate. Obliterate the power plants, the water sources, which they're stating could be a war crime. So hopefully we don't find ourselves in a war crime, and we actually get to a peace, hopefully a more peaceful resolution. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully everything works out for us this week. Nuke out.